This is Hiding in Plain Sight on Reaper One Skull. Looks like my daily dice is up. Let's see what I get real quick. 1,000 plat, that's always good.
You hear furtive whispering from the far end of the warehouse. Boot tracks lead to this wall and then stop abruptly.
So I guess the better answer would have been to do this trap first, then the other one. But worked out okay.
red-robed agents of the Aurum. The blockade broken. You are free to proceed into the sewers. You hear the sounds of battle from up ahead. Wet footprints lead up the steps to the northern wall. Judging from the thick cobwebs in the hallway beyond, this gate was closed for good reason. The sounds of scurrying rats are gone now, replaced by an eerie silence.
So we're trying to get straight ahead to a swim, and then to the left and the right, each side there's a lever. It's in a somewhat random location, but it's a small area. You can just hit Q to find the lever, which is what I'm going to do once I get past these spiders. So we may have to go a little deeper. So there it is. You can see I can find the lever pretty easily with the Q.
cold water below looks uninviting, but it's the only way through.
So this is potentially a pretty deadly swim. I think
Debris litters the water.
you can see all the
remnants of
it's effectively a trapped
down into the
swim the
sewers.
whole way. I'm going to put my Harling in place so he just doesn't take a bunch of trap damage and die underwater. You could do what you can to try to avoid the trap damage, but it's pretty tough. So, anytime you make a save, it means you're hit by the trap, but evaded it on this build. So this build is pretty above average for this quest because of the evasion, you know, and the heavy damage. I should have remembered. I guess I forgot several things about this trap or about this quest, including a few places where I need to check for traps
These
first.
blades are powerful enough to cut
All right,
through
so I'm gonna
rivers.
go here, and you can see I didn't take any damage
Turn
with
the
evasion.
rusted valve and shut down
All
the
right,
blades
so
in the drainage pipes.
potion to cure serious wounds, rubble. Sometimes if you find like a treasure bag down here, there's a named item that could drop. It's not the greatest named item, but it's not bad. It's worth swimming down and getting if you find it. It's a trinket that gives you underwater action, basically.
Water drips from your body as you climb out from the water.
All right, seems like a good time to rebuff, and plus I found a lot of soul gems this time, so didn't have my full spell points. And since the quest is short, the remaining quest is short, I'm going to go ahead and just give him all the resists. And I'm going to keep the hireling back here because this area is trapped. And my experience has been sort of just go fight the mobs. There's a group of mobs and then disable the traps. They're not that bad. He gets in that corner if I remember right. Let me get my search item on. And then once you round this corner, saying there's a trap, but not finding the trap box. You just pull this valve to get to the end area. I didn't find the trap. Interesting. Let me check and see if it's out here. Oh, I didn't have my search item on. That's the problem. So here it is. So if you don't forget to swap a search item on, if you have one, then you won't take damage in that trap like I did.
The air here smells fresh and clean. An entrance to the outdoors must be close. This must be how Hazadil moves his cargo.
And there's
right
several optionals
under the nose of Harbor Master
here.
Zinn.
Damn, Reaper, that's not good. So let's get the heck out of here. This is a bad wipe situation here. Alright. Try to recharge here. This is a run situation, I think. A lot of mobs. we're just down to the famine. That shouldn't be so bad. That was a close call. So unfortunately what happens is those mobs usually don't get aggroed, but as always happens, when there's a Reaper, it aggroes all the mobs in the area. Reapers have a longer sense range, so normally I just get a few mobs there, but I don't.
Agents of the
This
Aurum
time I got
are
all of them. I guess
overseeing Hazardil's
probably
crew.
good to peek around
But
that
for what
corner
purpose?
and see what's there before going there next time. Now that I know, I normally just kind of come here and fight a few mobs here, and that's it. But that was pretty rough. All right, so just come up here, call the hireling, and few things here that could happen. But get the caster.
Stormbreach's crime lord
Yeah, he was healing
slumps to the
himself.
floor,
Makes it a little bit of a
dead.
pain. And that could be a DPS test. If you're not doing enough DPS, it's
Turn this
hard to
book
take him down.
Audrey. Perhaps he can shed some light on its contents.
And I'm going to pause it while I go back to the end reward. And for this quest, you have to talk to Baudry first, then Ingram, and that's needed for flagging properly for Twilight Forge. Alright, so nothing super interesting here. I'm just going to grab an item. And that is hiding in plain sight on Reaper 1 Skull.